First of all, congratulations on making it to the championship series. Opening statement, Coach?
Yeah, these guys are gritty, man. You know, after last night, you know, those guys put it on us pretty good, and then you know, they jump out early, and it's, you know, the thing about it is, for us, it just takes, you know, for these guys, they believe it just takes that one spark, you know, that one spark to get us going, you know, and that's what we got, you know, that's what we got, that one spark to get us going, you know, and man, these guys fought so hard. I'm just so happy, you know, I'm just so happy for these guys. I'm so happy for all these parents and fans that are here, that we just, you know, we're going to be playing baseball on the last day of the season. You know, there's only a couple teams that get to say that. So, you know, just extremely excited. Want to soak this one in. We don't have too long to soak it in, and we get ready to roll. But, man, it's big time stuff. You know, such big performances all across the club. You know, getting multiple innings out of Stadolka out of the bullpen today. Masato coming in and slamming the door. You know, so many big performances. On you know, and that's what this team has been. You know, it's not one guy. It's whoever's up there at the time. You know, and if that guy doesn't get it done, the next guy's going to pick him up. You know, and that's what you got to do to win in the postseason, and we've been able to do that, and that's why we're still sitting here. So.
Well, let me throw out the first question for the guys here, because you mentioned it. Randolph-Macon pitched pretty hard last night. What was the thoughts for you guys coming into today? I guess, was there a little anger, a little intensity? What was that like?
I wouldn't say it was anger. We were just trying to pull a lot of off speeds that were being thrown, and today I was just looking opposite field for everything, no matter what pitch it was, and it worked out.
We got a saying in the dugout: when you got a pit bull in the corner, pit bull gets mad. When the pit bull gets mad, he tears you up. And so we kind of took that and we ran with it.
Questions, guys?
Coach, talk about all those 2-out hits, because most of your runs were scored with 2 outs.
I think all of them. I can't explain it. You know, it'd make me feel more comfortable if we get some runners on with nobody out and get it done. You know, but you know, like I said, it just takes that one little spark to kind of get it rolling. And you know, they always say hitting's contagious, and once somebody gets it moving and we start having some confidence, we start putting some pressure on the pitcher and the defense to make some good pitches, and you know, and good things happen. And so that's what happened for us today.
The coach mentioned you got that spark. What was that at bat going for you?
Just saw a pitch that I could hit, and I swung. It happened to go out again. I mean, I'm not up there trying to hit home runs. I'm up there just trying to hit the ball up the middle, and happened to piece one up.
For either of the guys, could you talk about batting approach with 2 outs, extra intensity, anything that you bring special to the plate in that situation?
Just looking for a pitch to drive the other way.
I think it's the same approach no matter what. With 2 outs, 1 out, no outs, runner on third. It's the same approach for everybody.
And that's what allows that success, you know, is, you know, this is a team that's been on the brink of elimination, you know, several times. And so, you know, we're not scared with 2 outs. You know, we're not worried to make the next out. You know, they just know that as long as we got a breath, we got a shot. And so, you know, that's what these guys were able to do and fight through today. And, I mean, that's a tough team. You know, hats off to those guys. You know, that's, I would say, in my opinion, probably the best club that we've played this year. Just overall, pitching, defense, you know, sticks up and down the lineup. You know, their coaches do a great job of preparing those guys and making adjustments in game. And that was a big-time challenge. I mean, those guys were tough. And, you know, we just, you know, we were able to come out on top today. But like I said, hats off to those guys and the job that they do and the team that they have, because they're, you know, they deserve to be playing tomorrow just as much as we do. We just happen to get the win today.
Is there given the fact that the team that's about to take the field is also from Texas, is there a thought for you guys making this an all-Texas final? Would that be more interesting, or do you not care who tomorrow's opponent is?
It doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously, when we looked at the bracket and saw that we were on opposite sides, you know, you think about that possibly happening. But it doesn't matter who's in the other dugout. You know, we just got to keep fighting. You know, keep fighting and grind this thing out until the bitter end. Either way it goes. Just excited to be here, and you know, ready to get these guys rested up. We're gonna have a long day tomorrow.
Coach, walk us through a little bit with your relievers and how they performed today. Obviously, Stolka gave up a couple runs at the end, but pitched really strong for the first 3 or so innings, and then Mazzota was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, those two guys from the beginning of the year, you know, were kind of competing to be in our closer role. And, you know, it's kind of been by committee, you know, for most of the year, and here of late, Stodolka's kind of taken the lead. But, you know, we knew coming into the game today, and we talked about it, that if we got in a situation where, you know, things were tight and they were getting to our starter, that we were going straight to the bullpen and ride them as long as we can. You know, Stodolka was able to give us, I think, 4 innings in the regional, you know, to come back there. So we knew that he kind of had it in him. It was a little warmer today than it was then. So, you know, those 2 runs that he gave up, probably on me. I shouldn't have sent him back out. I should have went straight to Masato. But, you know, the kid wanted it, and I've got confidence in him. So we rolled him back out, and he was gassed. You know, the Masato comes in and just limits the damage in a situation where we have, you know, a lead. And then, you know, that last inning was nails, you know. So, those guys, you know, did an unbelievable job. Really proud of them, and Coach Bowen for having those guys ready down there to come in and you know, and do their job for our team.
Blake, same question behind the plate. How was the relief staff doing?
Good job. I make sure to go out and tell them, hey, breathe. It's okay. Just those strikes. Those strikes, good things happen. And they threw a lot of strikes, and good things happened. So.
Thoughts tomorrow in terms of who you hand the ball to in games 1 and 2?
I don't know. Wilson's got a pretty good arm, so all joking aside, I have no idea. We'll sit down tonight and talk about it and figure it out. We'll see who can still lift it above their head, and you know, we'll go from there. There's a lot of baseball games in a really short amount of time in this tournament, and so you know, try to do the best we can to do everything we can to win this thing, but at the same time, we don't want to. You know, we don't want to hurt these guys, but they want it, and our athletic training staff is the best in the country. You know, I think he won an award because he's the best in the country, and he is the best in the country. So if it's possible to have those guys prepared, ready, he'll have them there, and we'll go what we got, find a way to gut it out.